All right, so this is a suggestion via Discord. The name of the video is So Creepy. Inside CNN's investigation of Airbnb's hidden camera problem. I can imagine. Like, I can honestly, seriously imagine that there's a lot of like hidden cameras, like basically everywhere, hidden in chargers, like bears, clocks, probably everywhere, right? I generally don't trust anything ever, right? I walk around with a device, specifically if I have to stay in a hotel, and that device can pick out signals that are kind of being transmitted. I would definitely highly suggest people do that, specifically if they are staying in places such as these here, guys, right? But either way, let's go and check this video out, guys.
It was just like, holy crap, this is a camera.
But it didn't look like a camera. It was a phone charger. Chloe Lebermay's fiancé had grabbed it from the bedroom wall of their Airbnb, thinking it was hers.
Guys, really quickly, I definitely would suggest you also go to Amazon and look for these devices. And then if you start seeing any of these, like specifically those devices on Amazon, because that's where they're buying them, guys, right? If you see them, you know what to look for in the locations that you're staying in.
The Airbnb host had called us on the phone and told us that we had taken a charger that did not belong to us and that we needed to return it immediately.
At what point did you think this isn't really a charger?
He became increasingly paranoid. When am I getting this charger back? I think it was like a light bulb moment that we all just went, oh my goodness, is this a hidden camera?
Yeah, with the SD card attached, most likely inside of it. Oh, no.
Across North America, police have seized thousands of images from hidden cameras at Airbnb rentals, including people's most intimate moments. What happened when you realized that there was a camera in that charger?
It's so eerie and so creepy. Then your brain starts thinking, what did they see? What happened while we were in that room?
In a small town in Maine, a couple found a hidden camera at their Airbnb. Listen to what the host told police.
So they had sex?
Yeah.
And you recorded that?
I took some screenshots.
The host admits he set up a camera hidden in this clock next to the bed to record unsuspecting guests.
So there's stuff of a couple of couples playing around or getting changed. So
Okay, so there's pictures of people that are in intimate situations.
Oh my God.
It's more than just a few reported cases, and Airbnb knows it's a problem.
Bro, saying it out loud is absolutely crazy, right? Like, you were completely fine with this. Like, you don't even think that that's something that should be hidden mentally, if that makes any sense, right? You ask the question, then you immediately say, yeah, I took a couple of screenshots. Bro, you are a psychopath. Yes, most likely.
In this deposition reviewed by CNN, an Airbnb rep said 35,000 customer support tickets about security cameras or recording devices had been documented over a decade. Airbnb told CNN a single complaint can involve multiple tickets. And a CNN investigation found Airbnb not only fails to protect its guests, it works to keep complaints out of the courts and away from the public.
Why don't we know about this?
They are trying to keep it secretive. And if everyone knew what was happening, they would not be using their website.
Airbnb wants to wash their hands clean when they have a host who does something illegal or suspicious. They want to say, we are simply a website. We are not responsible for this host. We are not responsible for this property.
Florida attorneys Belkis Plum.
And guys, keep this in mind. Airbnb doesn't like send anyone out to the properties at all, right? I mean, I own 4 of them, and I can tell you this right now: they don't send anyone out, guys. That's not really a thing like that. Images and video are generally, enough here. Now, do I have cameras in my property? Absolutely. Are they inside? No. Bro, unfortunately not, because we could have gotten a lot of people locked up, I'm sure, right, for ruining things, right? But that's not the point here. The cameras are normally 2 cameras on each of the properties. One is generally in the front towards the door, and the other one is towards the back door or side door, depending on the actual external access, right? But inside, bro, you're doing too much, okay? Like, people are paying you to be comfortable for a moment in time in a random city or location. They're just trying to do that and move on. The last thing they need is for their literally private images to be spread all over the internet, most likely, or you to be doing weird things with them. Ban these people immediately.
Claudia and Shannon Schott say trying to sue Airbnb if something goes wrong is extremely difficult.
Right.
It begins when you sign up on Airbnb's website and click agree to its terms of service. You're agreeing to assume all risk.
Right, they're
The
middlemen.
person going to rent the property agrees that if something happens while they're staying at this accommodation, they're actually prohibited from suing Airbnb. They must go a different route, which is a binding arbitration. It's a way to strong-arm someone.
Is this about controlling publicity?
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Once they've settled a claim, Airbnb has required guests to sign confidentiality agreements, which CNN obtained, that keep some details of legal cases private.
For you to get the check, you must sign the piece of paper so that no one will know. This will be swept under the rug.
That's exactly what happened to this man.
How did you feel signing that confidentiality agreement?
Dirty.
This man asked us not to show his face, and we've masked his voice. He and his wife were recorded during a romantic getaway.
They had intimate footage of my wife and I. The sexual union between two people is sacred. It felt like an extreme violation of our marriage. It's devastating. It's a travesty.
In this case and others, CNN found that Airbnb does not contact law enforcement once hidden cameras are discovered, even if children are involved. Recording someone without their consent is illegal in every state.
If people are out
in private
sharing their stories of how they were victimized through the services of Airbnb, nobody's going to want to trust them.
This man only found out he and his wife were recorded because police called him months later after another guest found the camera.
And they explained that every single room in the house had cameras.
Every room.
The cameras were hidden in smoke detectors.
Part of the challenge is
Like, guys, hold on.
Smoke detectors.
Like, this is the whole, like, Amazon, catalog, basically, right? This is all of them. There's a lot more, I'm sure, right? But that's what you really want to do here, guys. Go to Amazon, look at them. You'll see them, recognize them. They're always like these, guys. Right? But all right.
part of the challenge is that the technology has gotten so advanced, these cameras so small that you can't even see them. In this one bedroom, we have put multiple cameras all around, and they're hidden in plain sight.
Yep.
This one is in the smoke alarm, an alarm clock, and even an outlet. And some of them, like this one, I can control remotely on my phone and even live stream. What would you like to tell Airbnb?
By not doing their due diligence, they're harming families. And they're selfishly making a lot of money while doing that.
Airbnb declined an interview for this story, but told CNN incidents of hidden cameras are exceptionally rare. And when we do receive an allegation, we take appropriate, swift action, which can include removing hosts and listings. Airbnb's trust and safety policies lead the vacation rental industry.
Okay.
It was.
Listen, I hear you, Airbnb. Okay, I hear you. They're just a booking service. Like, are you going to go after Travelocity? Right? No, that's basically what that is, guys. Right? So, it's the people. The people should absolutely be prosecuted. I'm not really sure exactly. I mean, obviously, Airbnb, they're paying hush money because they don't really want to be associated with it. But in all actuality, they're not the ones out there doing it. It's the people's houses that are doing it, right? They're the ones who are just obsessed, apparently, with gathering as much new details as humanly possible. Specifically in the United States of America, I would say that it's probably more prevalent because of our overall society. Right. I mean, like in Europe, they're used to seeing all types of, toplessness everywhere. So do you think they really care like that about some chests? Not really. They don't, guys. Right? First time I went to Spain, I was like, bro, wait. Also, I'm walking down, and I'm walking in Malaga, basically, the city in the south of Spain, Costa del Sol region, Andalusia. Walking down the strip. I look to my right and I'm like, what's going on here? Right? I'm like, right? Common, typical American, right? Just confused why they're just, chest everywhere. But just understand here, I don't think in Europe they care that much. But I would guess that this is more of a problem in the United States of America because of how prude we kind of appear on the outside, guys, right? But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.